In this video, we're going to be talking about the hour of service regulation. In case you don't know, in the trucking industry and the delivery industry, interstate, they're regulated by the DOT. And this is the website FMCSA. That's where people go to apply for the license, the authority and everything. And this is where you find safety rule, registration, regulation about the whole trucking industry. So the trucker, they cannot drive like 24-hour as they want, no, because it's going to put people life at risk. So they limited, there is certain number of hour they can drive safe, straight, and they got to take a certain number of hour of duty and break and stuff. So we're going to be talking about those in this video and try to understand in the base. If you don't get it the first video, I advise you watch the video again, and with practice, that's when you're gonna get familiarized. But you can be like, what got that got to do with me as a dispatcher? It got to do because when you're booking loads, you got to make sure that your driver got enough time, enough hour to make the delivery on time. So before I go any further here, I'm gonna take you to DAT and show you example of what it is. So here, this load example is today is October the 6th, 2022. So we got this load leaving from Lockport, Illinois, going to Douglas, Georgia, my state. Yay. So it's 934 miles. Okay. And here they give more detail about the load. So it pick up today, the 6th, between AL's 18 hour to 21, which is from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And they wanted the delivery on the 8th at 8:30 in the morning. Okay. So that's Saturday. That's 2 days away. And the pound is 14,000 pounds. We got to send an email to the broker. The email is here if we want to disload. But he repeat again, delivery by appointment on October the 8th at 8:30. So the scenario is that today the broker, the courier, the truck that I got in this area that can take this load, he doesn't have an hour anymore for today. So he's done. He got to take his off-duty hours. Okay. So that means that tomorrow, from midnight tomorrow, he gonna be reset. So he gonna have a fresh 11 hour. But we all know that in one day, they can maximum just think that they can do 500 miles in the day because he's a solo driver. He's by himself in the truck. So when he drive that 500 mile, he will have 434 mile left here. So there is no way he can make it on Saturday at 8:30 in the morning. But if the delivery was in the nighttime, the driver can make it on time because he gonna do 500 miles tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday in the daytime he will make his 434, the remaining 434 miles, and be on time there between 9, or if it was is a 24-hour delivery warehouse. So you gotta find out all the time, and this is how it looks like on the map. And we see it's 16-hour 35. That's when there is no traffic, nothing. 16-hour, and we know here that the driving hour, he gotta drive. So there is the regulation for the property carrying driver or passenger carrying driver are different. So we are concerned by the property carrying driver because our carrier don't carry passenger. So here it say 11-hour driving limit. May drive a maximum of 11 hour maximum of 11 hours after 10 consecutive hours of duty. Okay, so when a driver starts fresh, he can do 11-hour maximum driving. After the 11 hour, he gotta stop the truck and reset his clock. That's called the rest time. That's what bring us here. 14-hour limit. So he they can the 14 may not drive beyond the 14th consecutive hour. So if he freshly come off 10 hours, he just rest for 10 hours straight off duty. So he's not working, he's resting in the truck or whatever. So he can drive 11-hour maximum consecutively. Okay, but may not drive beyond the 14th consecutive hour after coming on duty, following 10 consecutive hours of duty. Off-duty time does not exceed the 14-hour period. So this is may drive 11 to the maximum, but may not drive beyond. So beyond the 14-hour consecutive, he cannot. So they cannot play with that. So I don't even keep this in my mind. I just like go by the 11-hour driving limit time. Okay, so when I book a load, I make sure that he get his 11-hour and his off-duty time. So, and I calculate that it's about 500 miles that they can do by a day. So that's how I figure out if he's gonna be able to make on time at the delivery. Okay, so the 30-minute driving break, he can take a 30-minute break. Must take a 30-minute break when they have driven for a period of 8 cumulative hours without at least. So if he'll drive 8 hours straight and he did not take a 30 minutes, he did not get interim, take a break to put fuel and stuff. So he must take a 30-minute break, okay? The break may be satisfied by any no driving period of 30 consecutive minutes. You gotta be on duty, not driving. They gotta wait to select that on the ELD, off duty, sleeper, bed, and those combination. So after that, other thing you need to know is that the 60, 70-hour limit. So may not drive after 60 or 70 hours on duty in 7 or 8 day consecutive days. A driver may restart a 7 to 8 consecutive day period after taking 34 or more consecutive hours of duty. So we understand that in each 24 hour, they gotta say they can only do 11-hour driving time. So the next thing we gotta remember, after our drivers stay on the work consecutive days, they gotta do a reset time. So they gotta stay 34-hour consecutive hour, not 34 hours spread out. No, they gotta be off duty for 34 consecutive hour. Okay. So if they stay on the road for 7 days and they drive 60 hour, that's the 7 day, they have to take a break. 34-hour break, consecutive hour break. 70-hour maximum on an 8 day consecutive day. So they have to take a 34-hour. So when you're moving your driver, you're getting load for them. Those are the things that you gotta keep in mind. You gotta remember, okay, how many hours he got left in this day? Or if you're moving them, make sure if the driver tell you, okay, I want to be home, so try to get them when they get close to the 7 day, try bringing them home. So instead of them staying for 34 hours in the truck somewhere and they're not working, why not just bring them around home? They can use that time at home and it will be waste of money for nobody. So if you understand, to explain you better, so this two case. So I will work the driver, I will get them a load 7 days straight, but I'll make sure by the seventh day, the last load drop it on home. So they can do the 34-hour at home, and at the same time they're taking a break. So unless or if you don't do that, you're gonna keep the driver somewhere in another state, but he stayed 34 hours and he's not working. And another 4 day after that, he want to be on a break. So you have to bring him home and he's going to have 2 days at home. So in 2 weeks, he's going to have 4 days that he's not working because you didn't bring him home. So I prefer to bring them home. So to kind of make their home time fall on the reset time. That's better. That help us maximize. So in that case, the driver will work on 2 weeks. He will be working. He will get a 2 day off, the 34 2 day 48-hour off, and then we will work on 14 days, something like that. I try to maximize to get close to as many, but sometimes it's not possible. So you do what you have to do. But those are the things that you gotta remember. The sleeper breath provision. So driver may split the required 10-hour off duty period. So the off duty, the 10-hour off duty, it can be consecutive or it can be split. So when they want, that's what they call the sleeper birth provision. So as long as one off duty period. So if they split it in two, like let's say they rest 2 hours and then they go do some thing and stuff and then come back and do another one. So as long as 2 hour straight long, and the other one is the 7 consecutive hours. So that's, you can read it over and watch this video again. It will help you understand. So adverse driving condition is the driver are allowed to extend the 11-hour maximum driving limit and 14-hour driving window by up to 2 hours when adverse driving conditions are encountered. So like they can be in a bad traffic, they're not moving for a few hours, and there is no way they can park on the side and use it as a off-duty thing. So that's where this adverse driving condition, or it can be a bad weather or something that keep them from doing the straight, or the end, and they're using the working hour but they're not moving. So that's when they can push it to the maximum 14-hour and pass the 14-hour or pass the 11-hour maximum. Okay, short haul exception. So that's for short haul. So if the driver operated within 150-mile radius of the normal work reporting location from home, the normal. So driver does not exceed the maximum duty period of 14-hour. Driver using the short haul exception must report and return to the normal work reporting location within 14 consecutive hours and stay within one. So those are short, or those are the people that are not going long, far away from where they are. So again, I was telling you that the property carrying driver, that's the part that concerns us, because our training is for dispatcher, people to dispatch property carrying carrying driver. So this part on the right doesn't concern us. That's why I did not read it. So you gotta remember the 11-hour driving limit for 24 hours, so, and 10-hour off duty, and the 30-minute driving break. So they gotta take a 30-minute break after 8 consecutive hours. It's not your job to be checking if they're doing that, unless that's what you agree with the carrier when you sign the contract. But it's good to know because when you're planning for load, you gotta know if they're gonna have enough time. Because like, okay, let's say for this, the 60 and 70 hour, let's say I have a driver that's he did we are on Thursday, so he been driving since the Monday, so he got about another 3 days. So on Monday he will have to do his reset time, so I cannot take a load for him that drop in California. He's not gonna have the time to deliver on time. So something that is going to California, let's see. Okay, here California. So this take pick up today, and it's paying. Oh, they cancel it, but I can still have my example on it. So they didn't put the delivery time, but California we know is like roughly 2,000 mile and 500 each day. So he gonna need at least 4 days. So Friday, tomorrow, Friday, we already 5 p.m. So tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Okay. So that's if everything is perfect. But I know that he gonna need to reset his time. So I have to careful on that. Either if we had to take this load, if it wasn't canceled, we had to take it, we're gonna tell them, okay, look, we're gonna deliver it on Wednesday, because if he reset on Monday, then that means Tuesday, Wednesday after today, it will be off. So then probably gonna deliver on Wednesday or Thursday. Okay, so those are the things that you gotta remember when you're booking load. Okay, that's why you gotta get familiar with uh the the hour of service.